Good morning, I'm Elena O'Connell. Time for your Carolina Minute. The North Carolina Senate has several new bills to consider today. The House was in session until 2:30 this morning. They passed bills concerning education, insurance for moped drivers, and pay for law enforcement officers injured on the job. The late night was caused by the crossover deadline. Bills must pass either the House or the Senate by today to have a shot at becoming law. According to the latest Elon University poll, a majority of North Carolina voters say businesses should not be allowed to deny services to the LGBT community because of religious beliefs. That comes even as the Religious Freedom Restoration Act has been proposed in the General Assembly. And Greensboro's new police chief has plans to improve the department. Chief Wayne Scott says enhancing the recruitment program is one way to make the department more reflective of the community.
You're watching Time Warner Cable News all morning.
It's now 1 minute past the hour. We may see some afternoon showers. For details, let's get a check of your Weather on the Ones forecast with Matthew East. A newly released poll shows a majority of North Carolina voters don't think businesses should be allowed to deny services to gays and lesbians because of religious beliefs. According to the Elon University poll, 63% of voters would disagree with a religious freedom law similar to the one in Indiana that was widely criticized. Earlier this week, a coalition of residents urged the General Assembly to pass the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, but Professor Kenneth Fernandez doesn't believe it's wanted. Last week, North Carolina Speaker Tim Moore said the House was dropping plans to consider the act due to widespread criticism. About 20 people were arrested on the second anniversary of the Moral Monday movement. 10 people were handcuffed at the General Assembly yesterday morning, while a handful more were arrested when the demonstrators returned last night. Protesters held a rally in Bicentennial Park where the group reiterated their plan to fight for issues like Medicaid expansion and more funding for public education. Greensboro Police Chief Wayne Scott revealed his plans to improve the department. There are 6 strategies that focus on making it a model agency and keeping Greensboro safe. That includes building relationships with the community, improving training and recruitment, looking for innovative and cost-effective measures, and emphasizing the honor of police work. He says the plans will help bring the organization more in line with today's society. You're watching Time Warner Cable News. Just ahead, another look at the rest of the day's top stories and your Weather on the Ones forecast. We'll be right back.